Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within.
Wake up, wake up. You got the power. You got my people. You gotta wake up. Midwest, dirty stuff, you gotta stand up. All my homies in the west, so you gotta wake up.
What's up, family? What's going on? What's going on, peoples? What's up, pumpkin? Definitely praying for restoration of that electricity. It's crazy weather out here in Dallas, Texas. That is man-made weather, okay? But just like that storm is going on out there, I'm sheltered from the storm. We shelter from the storm, praying for everybody to have restoration of their power. It's too cold for this foolishness, y'all. Let me stop that right there so I can just get straight on into it. That's why I be coming by here sounding the alarm. Folks will make you seem to be the bad person because you continue to sound the alarm. Now, do you think that the Most High God is that bipolar? Where we're having unnatural weather. It snowed in California, not in the mountains, in the Rockies. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm from Fresno, California. For the latter part of my life, I lived in Los Angeles, California. It ain't never snowed in LA. Snowed in Lancaster, Palmdale, up in the Sierras, but Santa Clarita, LA? No, never has it ever snowed. They are controlling the weather, and I'm going to share a plethora of information with y'all tonight, okay? But before I share this plethora of information with y'all so that y'all know what's really going on, I'm asking you to share. I'm going to take the time to invite some people, and I want y'all to take some time to invite some people. Whether they're here or for there, it don't matter. Sharing somebody. If we shared it and 100 people heard it and one person heeded it, then our mission is accomplished, okay? So it does not matter whether they want to hear or not. They will not be able to say that they did not know. Hello, TikTok and Instagram. What's going on over here, family? If you beautiful people over here don't mind putting the hearts, that's your way of sharing. If you don't mind sending them hearts, because it lets the algorithm know that this video is something that is worth, getting into the For You page. That will be great for me. Okay, that's great enough for me. Same thing over here on Instagram. You can share it with somebody. Sharing's caring. Let's all evangelize, okay? Because I don't know if we know as a people, we so divided over stupid stuff. It angers me. It really, really angers me. That, they would rather post what Cardi B and her son is doing and how, that made headline news, but we don't get the news that we really should have so that we can be better prepared. These people in America and across the globe really don't give a dang on about the people, the citizens, the innocent lives and souls. Y'all have heard now that 19... that was purpose, right? That was on purpose. After all the millions of people is no longer existing in the earth realm, now it comes out. We was crazy. We was silenced. You know what I'm saying? We were shadow banned. We were taken off of platforms because we said what we said. And now all of a sudden, now that they say it, Oh, it's time to move on. Now you guys can get the truth and it's time to move on. No, I'm here. Matter of fact, let me run my song real quick, okay? Y'all need to hear this real quick. Whenever y'all hear this, this is what kind of call this is. You got the power. It's time to wake up. That's what time it is. Time to stand up. Time to wake up. Real talk. It's time to wake up. I want y'all to share this everywhere. I don't mind telling it if you don't mind sharing it. Okay? Somebody got the goal. Somebody got the courage. Somebody got the strength. Somebody got the heart to tell the truth. And that somebody is me. And all I'm asking y'all is to share it so that other people can hear the truth. Okay? It's time to get up. Time to stop playing. Time to stop procrastinating. Time to stop thinking everything is going back to normal. It is not. Time to stop thinking that they have our best interests at hand. They do not. It's time for you to take your control of your destiny, control of your future, control of your family. Stop putting it into the hands of a man, because cursed is every man who makes flesh his strength. Curse. Man will fail you. It's time for you to take control over your destiny, over your future, okay? Over your family. These people don't listen. I'm riled up tonight, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me. I didn't even introduce myself. For those that are first time listening to me, my name is Dr. Tawana Worlds, the Disruptor. It's right there on the top, okay? TikTok and Instagram. If y'all want to see anything that I am going to visually show, and I'm not going to be here long tonight, then you might want to head over to YouTube or on Facebook. My name is the same. It's either Dr. Tawana or Dr. Tawana the Disruptor. That's the Disruptor is on YouTube. But Dr. Tawana Worlds, that is my real name. Okay, you can find me on Facebook and all the other platforms. Nevertheless, I'm riled up tonight, y'all. And I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at us. Because I can't believe we just gonna sit back. All this information that we got, all this knowledge that we got, we just gonna sit back and let people just do whatever the hell they want to do. Create weather, create germs and infections, and create legalized unaliving people, taking out people's family members, starving folks, making folks homeless and destitute. We just gonna sit back and keep acting like we don't see. Oh, we see what they doing, but we don't see what they doing. And that sword is getting closer. That sword is getting closer. I think all the time, often. What in the hell was wrong with them people that actually got on them trains and signed up for the ultimate destruction of entire nations and generations? I don't understand. I can't comprehend that. I hear about slavery, but I can't comprehend it. Ain't no dang on body enslaving me. And don't get me wrong, I love the Most High God with all of my heart, my mind, and my soul. It's just something about this topic, when I talk about this topic, that gets me very riled up. So I may say a damn word, okay? If you super religious, pray for me. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not like the rest. I'm not like the regular, okay? I am me, and I am loved by the Father, and I love him, period, point blank. Ain't nobody got no place to put me into. Ain't nobody got no place to take me out of. So if you're going to make judgments, judge yourself. But your girl over here, because this is a pain point for me, honestly speaking. When I see people, when I see history continue to repeat itself, I don't even understand how people were slaves. I can't comprehend that. I hear about it. I read about it. I can clearly see, but I'm like, I don't understand. Ain't no way in hell anybody is enslaving me. Anybody. Man, I don't care the color of your skin, your position. I don't care what type of authority you hold. Don't get it twisted. I'm a law-abiding citizen. But you regular and I'm regular, and I will be hot diggity dog if I allow you to treat me beneath who I really am, because I know who I am. Maybe it's because I know who I am. Maybe, just maybe. Who the hell do you think you are to tell me what I can and cannot have, where I can and cannot go, what I can and cannot eat, where I can, how I'm gonna take care of my family? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It just, I don't know. I understand Harriet Tubman because I'm a modern day Harriet Tubman. I ain't taking none of that. And I'm not one of these little soft, sweet Christians that's going to turn my cheek, baby. I am a bona fide warrior. It's running through my blood. Ain't no chicken in my blood. I stand on what I say, and I absolutely mean that. And I'm willing to lay my life down for what I believe. And I'm going to go out swinging. Do you understand me? Fighting. That's who I am. That is who I am. So that's why I stand here boldly, flat-footed, 10 toes down. And I can tell the truth. It ain't no platform in Hades can stop me. Ain't no demon walking this earth can stop me. Ain't no man or woman walking this earth can stop me. I'm always going to find a way to resound this truth. And that's why I show up here tonight. Too many people sleep and thinking they woke. Too many people sleep and thinking they woke. Thank you, Sister Bobby. And has anything changed about me since you met me? That was 2 years ago in the snow, sounding the alarm, exposing lies. That's what disrupt me. I came down to tear down stuff. I came to annihilate lies and ideologies, because once I was awakened to the truth, the real truth, that is, it's hard to go back to sleep. It's hard to be a dumb sheep. It really is. I don't think I wasn't dumb for a while. And the enemy had his way in my dumbness. But baby, when I woke up, you can't put me back to sleep. You understand me? There's no amount of witchcraft, wizardry, none of that can put me back to sleep. I'm woke. Period. And I'm not playing no games. There's not a devil in hell walking. Listen, I know who I am, so I know what kind of power and authority that I have over every living thing, every creepy thing, everything on this earth. I have dominion over that. So I don't walk around like I fear a man. Who is you? Respect is given and respect is earned. You don't control me. You don't get to have more than I have. If I want it, I can get it. If you want it, you can get it. And this is what saddens me. A lot of people come to me and they be like, Dr. T, we have been indoctrinated for so many years. So what? My ancestors was too. What they got to do with me? I got my own mind. I don't got their mind. I'm the one born for this. I'm the one born for this. I don't have their mind. I don't have to do what they do or believe what they believed. I'm different. And love being in my skin. You cannot indoctrinate me and tell me. See, I was the one to disrupt. That's why I never had a graduation. I've been born different. And I'm talking to somebody on tonight because you need to embrace your difference. Your problem is you cannot move forth and be who you want to be authentically because you worried about what people are going to say. Hell, they're going to talk about you anyway. Whether you're doing good or bad, they're going to talk about you. So you might as well be beautifully indifferent. Be beautifully you. I wasn't born to fit in, baby. I was born to stand out. I was born to tell the truth. I was born as a watchman on the wall. I'm not going with the flow. I'm not following the fads. I don't need your company. I'm fine by myself. You understand me? There's more peace in private. So I'm good. I don't mind standing flat-footed and telling people, and bold and courageous about it. And very confident that ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. Not a single soul. It grieves my heart to see so many of my people blindsided by what's going on. And the color of your skin don't make you my people. Okay? Let me just state that. Even though those that look like me are my people. And that's who I fight for. We all are human beings and we all deserve an equal playing field. That's my thought. And ain't no man above us but the man. That's it. Ain't no man above us. We are all equal. And if there has been an injustice, then I'm here to correct that. See, I was given a commission to fight against injustices, and that is what I'm doing. I see so many of my people divided about, what's this and what's that. They got some real stuff coming up the pipeline for us. And it's sickening. I done had dreams about this, open visions about what's happening before it even happened. I don't got to toot my own horn and tell you who I am. Go fact check me somewhere with somebody. If you pray, go fact check me with him. Because he knows all things, the inwardness of a man. But I sat here and I said all of these things before they happened. Did I not, Crystal? All of these things that we are seeing, I had insight, but I wasn't just seeing to be seen. I wasn't seeing just because I'm some special person and I'm just supposed to have this knowledge and act like I'm all puffed up. And yeah, I know more than you do. Hell, what the hell is it good for you to know something that you ain't doing nothing with? That's stupid. I was given insight so that I can liberate my people. Not because I'm special. I saw this stuff coming because I needed to have a plan how we finna maneuver through this. I know you to be the Most High God. You are in control even when these devils are out of control. You are still in control. So what is the plan for your people? That's what I need to know. What is the plan for your people? You can't tell me that all hope is lost. That's not the God that I serve. That's not the power that I worship. You can't tell me all hope is lost. So what is the plan for your people? I don't care about what they're doing. I want to know what you're doing, what we're doing. Because you said that you have preserved the people for yourself. So I need to know, what is it? Well, all these mosques and churches and all of that was shutting down because you had to have this on and that in your arm and all of that. I was standing right here sounding the alarm and ministering to people that were broken and in need of some answers. And I had to seek the Most High God. What do you got for your people? Because ain't no way in the world. Shut that door. Shut it. Shut it. Ain't no way in the world you finna let these devils do this to your people. And then he began to show me how we should have been preparing. And you know what? I have been sounding the alarm for a very long time about how we should have been preparing. And now this madness is upon us. Family, I need to tell you right now, I need to awaken you, whether you want to hear it or not. You about to see starvation. This is written. I don't care what you believe in. You better believe that this was written, that people will starve to death, that people will become cannibals. That's what you call them, cannibals. People that eat each other. That the love of many will wax gross. Evil will be so prevalent. We are living in that time where you see evil men wake up every day to try to play like they the Most High God and dim the sun and create these unnatural disasters. And then people be like, wow, you went out there and told the water to stop? I sure did, because it's unnatural. You are operating illegal. And if you think you finna destroy anything up over here, my house, my roof, my vehicles, any of my possessions, then Satan the Lord rebukes you. I take authority over you in the realm of the spirit. You will not trespass up over here. And then it dries up. We don't understand just how powerful we are. And that's what gets me riled up. That we powerfully stupid to allow human beings to play like they God and dictate whether we live or die. A real life Hunger Games situation is going on. You got these cats over here talking about in 12 days they will have a nuclear bomb, and all they want to show is Cardi B and her son Wave. Man, who cares about what they doing? Because we need to be prepared. Do we got enough blankets, emergency supply? We don't even got enough cash on hand if we needed to get from one location to the next. Because massa won't pay you enough. You got people blinded out here still signing up, going to the plantation, thinking that these cats care about you. And they don't. That's why they pay you minimum wage. Woo! Let me stay calm because my throat just healing up. And I'm barely getting back my voice. Paying you minimum wage like you living beneath your means. All the while, the people that you are definitely working for and laboring for and taking away time from your family and what really matters really don't care about you. They got plots, plans, and twists for you coming up the chute. Coming up the chute. Do y'all think that them all of a sudden having these train derailments and pilots leaking stuff in the water is just coincidental? If you do think that, then think again. Because what they're doing is polluting the airs, and that's why the birds and the animals and the livestock are dying. And they are poisoning the waters. You want to know why? Because the 2030 agenda allows them to come over and cease the land that's polluted and make all of the residents move into what you call smart cities. Smart cities. See, everybody think it's cool. Well, we're just helping out planet Earth. We'll just go get these electric vehicles. You big dumb. You're participating in the beast system by doing that. Because when you get in these smart cities and they tell you can only take 15 minutes to go where you need to go and get back to where you need to get to, and you don't do that, my friend, bloop, you shut off right where you at. You find you in prison if you break the rules. You want to know why they bankrupting America? Because they want to implement the universal income, one income. You feel what I'm saying? We bankrupt and spent all the money to Ukraine. Now we can implement. We don't have enough money. We can implement our Biden bucks, our digital dollars. And you wonder why. I got on here and I said it. I said the Most High showed me in a dream and I pronounced a dream. Not all my dreams I share, but I was led to share this one, and I will go dig it up out of the reserve for you and do a side by side. I said I had a dream about Putin, that everybody was in chaos and in a war. The war was popping off, and everybody was fighting and in chaos. If anybody remember what I'm finna say, just put it in the chat. If you was on that live. I said I had a dream last night about Putin. He was in a business suit, a black business suit, and he was strolling casually. He was just too like a GQ. He was just too smooth with it, walking through. And I'm in the dream, but not in the dream. I'm looking down in the dream, and I see everybody running terror on their face. He's just casually walking cool, and while everybody out fighting, he's going into the buildings collecting gold. He had bags of gold. Then he'd come out, adjust a suit like that, and walk to the next building. Everybody's fighting. He's just confiscating all the gold. And then my dream ended. And then a month ago, it was pronounced that he is the leader in gold. He has 40% invested in gold. So when they were sanctioning him and taking away their US dollars, they didn't mean nothing to him. Why? Because Buddy was over there fully loaded with gold. All he needs is 60 more percent, and he will be the dominating force. And how much gold do we got? See, that's kingdom currency. Gold has always been around before any dollar bill. That's why we should always stick with what always has worked. Catch my drift? We should stop trying new bull crap. Woo, thank you for being a doorkeeper over these lips. We should stop trying to dibble and dabble and get rich and do all of this and following all these new fads. And yeah, let's get into some cryptocurrency. Crypto alone sounds cryptic. See what happened with Sam Bankman and that FTX? That stuff ain't stable enough for me. But gold and silver has always been around, even before ancient days. Gold and silver has been around since Genesis. Gold and silver. You understand? So why do you think they over there rushing to buy up all the gold? Why do you think maybe a decade ago they was coming to the hoods talking about sell your scrap gold? Oh, and why did they put water on the stock market 2 years ago when your girl came through here talking about y'all better pay attention to why they selling water on the stock market? It's finna be a shortage of it. So now they gonna charge you up the yin yang to get water. Well, that would make sense because they polluting the waters. Go look at the latest article where they caught a big old airplane dumping poison, toxins in the water. So now the 2030 agenda, the one that they came here last year to Washington, D.C., the Bilderbergs, where they decided to bring their meat into Washington, D.C., and you know what the topic of discussion was? To speed up, to accelerate the 2030 agenda. I will pull it up for y'all right now. I dare you to go fact check me. 2022 Bilderbergs meeting. And then go look and see what topics. How to bankrupt the U.S. economy. How to, oh, baby, I'm fully loaded tonight, baby. Biden, I dare y'all to go fact check me on this today. Old man Sam just confirmed that they gave the World Health Organization total control over us and our health. So you know how certain governors was like Abbott and DeSantis, you ain't doing that here. Oh, we ain't going for that. We ain't locking down. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, the World Health Organization controls that. That's what that meeting was about. Just today, while we arguing about Beyonce, the top witch of the witches, Oh, and then they just decided to let us know, baby, if you don't think that it's coming out down the chute, baby, they lining it up like dominoes. Now they want to come out and tell us that we have been secretly surveilled by an unknown government source. So if you did not take that, they know who you are and why you didn't. They've been tracking you, surveilling you. Every time you go to the doctor, every time you go to the hospital, everybody on board. So let me tell you what it means in our terminology, okay? Oh, the government won't tell you that you can't fly because then they can get us for being tyrannical. But the airlines can tell you you can't fly. Oh, we won't tell you you can't rent an apartment because that'd be tyrannical. But the apartment complex will tell you you cannot rent without that. Oh, we won't tell you that you can't come to school. That would be tyranny. But the school will tell you you can't. Matter of fact, we won't tell you that you can't buy groceries. No, we won't do that. But the grocery store will not allow you to enter to buy groceries. So now you got these smart cities. Now you got the folks on board. We're not going to have the government do it because, the whole country would just go up in smoke. We're just going to implement our plan, this agenda. I'm going to stop talking in a minute. I'm going to let y'all hear what they said in case you don't believe me. Because I just sense that some people like, this woman's crazy. Now, I didn't say it. They said it. These devils said it. And you think that I'm going to sit by idly? I want y'all to look at my face. You think that I am going to sit back idly and allow a human being to do something to my family? Oh, and I want to say this real quick before I play that. I just want to say this real quick. Because somebody with their sweet self got on my YouTube today and said, keep being great, Dr. Tawana. Just ignore your enemies. I want to make a public service announcement here on today in case you've been seeing some of my posts that says that the Most High God has given me the neck of my enemies. See, I usually get up here and rebuke a whole demon when a demon get out of control. Okay? But I want to purpose this to you and to everybody under the sound of my voice. If somebody is attacking you, if somebody broke into your house to harm you and your children, if somebody came up to you and put their hands on you, will you just ignore them? Or will you defend yourself? Can y'all talk back to me in the chat before I proceed with what I'm going to say next? Let me know what you would do. If somebody pulled a gun on you and was finna kill you and your family, would you ignore them? Turn the other cheek possibly? Or would you defend yourself? I just want to know. I'll wait for the comments. And y'all keep the likes coming over here. Thank you so very much for the likes. Lets me get to the For You page so more people can hear this good old work. I would defend myself and my family. Okay, I'm defending me and mine. That's why I'm licensed to carry. Okay, come on, y'all. Talk black to me tonight. Talk back to me, please. Definitely defend myself and my family by any means. I'm ready. Okay, let me see what y'all talking about. Defend. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. It would be on and popping. Okay, cool. I would kick some ASS. Okay, cool. All right. So we on the same page. So let me tell y'all, when you come driving by with your sweet information and your sweet encouragement, and just tell me, hey, or you might feel some way because I'm saying a certain prayer for my enemies. If you ain't gonna let nobody attack you, then damn sure don't come up over here talking about, well, just ignore them and let them attack you and your family. See, the spirit world is more realer than the natural world. Ain't no witch, ain't no warlock, ain't no voodoo priest, ain't none of that. Ain't no demon finna come and attack me and mine verbally, spiritually, any of that. And I'm gonna sit back and just ignore them. Nice try. Blow that up shorty's behind because I'm too tall for that. In this season, usually I will rebuke a demon, okay? But in this season, I'm not. See, I'm in covenant with the Most High God. And I could pray that He'd give me the necks of my enemies until I utterly destroy them. That's what I can do. See, I can go get some of them prayers right out of the book of Psalms, make their head bald, chase them into dark and dreary places. Do you understand me? Because I have power. And in this season, that's how I'm choosing to fight my battles. If you think that you're going to try to come and attack me spiritually and I'm going to turn the other cheek, baby, I'm not. I'm not. I'm going to loose the host of heaven against you. That's what I am going to do. Just so y'all hear me loud and clear. You don't think, well, this woman over here, see y'all familiar and used to them old casual Christians. I'm not she. I'm not she. I'm a kingdom ambassador. Somebody said, well, what is that? I said, my kingdom is not of this world. That I'm here to announce my kingdom. I'm here to announce that my kingdom is not suffering. I'm here to announce that my kingdom will eat while other people starve. I'm here to announce that my kingdom and those in my kingdom, we will prosper while everybody is becoming impoverished. See, it's either feast or famine. I'm feasting in this season. I've been feasting. Okay. I'm here to announce that my kingdom ain't no sickness. I'm here to announce that in my kingdom, my king controls all of this. That's what I'm here to announce. I'm working the work of my master who sent me. And ain't no way in the hell that if I didn't let in the natural, nobody run up on me and still won't. I'm not finna let no demon and nobody being influenced by them come run up on me. Sorry, your chanting and all of that ain't strong enough. Greater is He that is in me. And I will send you to a place that you don't want to be. I have the power to do that. See, I'm a warrior. There's no in between with us. We can be really kind and we can turn the cheek and we can ignore. Why? Because I didn't see what my Father does behind me. And that's not a scare tactic. That's real. That's why I don't play like that. That's why I leave people alone. Absolutely leave you alone. I will bow out and walk away. Because this ain't the type of smoke that you want. But if I cry out, if you continue to try to come for me, in this season, I'm not doing no crying. And this season, I'm going to give you that work. And when you see you and your kids and everybody else on skid row, bald head, and like a skittle diddle or whatever, you all wrecked up, train, whatever the case may be, because I'm not going to ask them to kill you. But I will ask them to chastise you. Don't come for me if I didn't come for you. That's just where we at. And if you think you're going to be sitting there putting your mouth on me and chitter-chatting about me and think you're going to have you a gossip session and a gossip prayer meeting about me, and you think you're going to be assaulting my character, and you think you're going to attack me in the spirit and speaking ill and evil against me because you don't like me or whatever demons on the inside of you don't like me, listen. Make yourself my enemy if you want to. Because that's how I'm treading in this season. And I'm also talking about these devils in high places that's trying to take out the Father's people. I'm not praying. Well, just pray for them. Wish I would pray for a devil. I got the prayer for them. Put them to sleep eternally. Remove them utterly. Remove their candlestick. Remove their wick. Let your hot thunderbolts fall down on it. Listen, this ain't the smoke that y'all want. I told y'all I'm a peculiar people. A chosen generation. That's who I am. And these people got plans and agendas for us. And I want to announce to you tonight that I didn't just show up out of the blue, just, hey, here to tickle y'all ears and just, you know what, just keep on feeding on all this fear. And guess what's happening? I'm not here for that. I'm here to announce that there are solutions to this. I'm not here to make you believe what I believe. I'm not here to push my belief on you. That's your choice. But I'm here to tell you that there are solutions and that the Most High God, the one that loves you, don't want you to suffer and don't want you to perish. That's why he said, get out of that system. If you want to live and you want to make it and you want to be preserved, get out of that system. Because that system is being judged. And just like, a power socket, the wall has power. When you plug in a cord, then you get power from the wall that has the power. When you disconnect the cord, then you lose the power from the wall that has the power. Okay? So if you connect it to that garbage and he's judging it, then you are also being judged. And you will suffer the judgments and the plagues that is coming upon these evil men and evil women who try to ascend higher than the Most High God. Satan ain't got no new tricks. He ain't got none. And I need you to understand that the enemy hates you. Whether you believe in the Most High or not, you made and created in his image, and that's why he hates you. It's always going to be smoke between you and the enemy. It always has been smoke, and he has always came for the children of the Most High God. Always, and he will never stop. But the Most High God has always prevailed and always had a way out of no way. And that's why I come by here to tell you. There is a way. You need to be doing something for you. You think I just got up one day and was like, let me go buy some land? No, he told me go buy some land and go call my people who want to get into a community, because I'm going to preserve y'all there. And not only am I going to preserve you, I'm going to cause you to grow rapidly. When I get through judging this world, and when I get through doing what I'm doing to the people who's trying to kill my people, there's going to be a whole bunch of people coming to you, needing the resources that I had you prepare. Get to Goshen. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Sister Danielle. Been preaching that for 3 years, right? I'm in my prophetic Goshen. Ain't gonna move. Most of you guys have seen the transformation. When he said it, I took him at his word and I believed it. And you've seen the transformation. Go from a whole Section 8 recipient to a whole first person in my family, a millionaire that owned assets. When he said get there, I didn't, oh, well, how, what am I going? I didn't do any of that. I took him at his word, and now I'm here to lead you. If you want to be led. If not, I'll see you in one of them smart cities. You know what I'm saying? From somewhere in a rural area, because I'm not going to be there. I won't be in no smart cities, so I guess I'll be looking at y'all on TV while they round y'all up and put y'all up in them places. I won't be there. Why? Because I'm taking heed to what I'm being told. And Bill Gates and China ain't going to be the biggest farmland owners here. We supposed to be. It's a takeover, but too many people ain't trying to take over. They don't want to do the work. They trying to count their currencies and count their coins as if they are value anyway. They are not of value. They are not about to be a. Well, I gotta hold on to this. Hold on to it. You know how Sanford and Son say, you dummy. Hold on to it if you want to. Did y'all not just hear them people say banking and financial institutions can lock your money up without a warrant and without explanation? Did y'all not just hear them people say that? Some of y'all gonna perish because you did not prepare. And you can't tell the Most High when you're gonna move. See, he loves us enough to prepare us. When he say do what he say do, then you do what he say do so that he can protect you. When you out of his covering, out of his will, then how can he protect you? That's just like if you tell your child, for those of us who have children, don't go get in that car with them people. I got a bad feeling about them. Here, take my car. You can take my car. Nah, your car ugly. Your car ain't. Look, take my car if you want to go. Just don't get in that car with them. I have a bad feeling about them. And they sneak and get in that car anyway. And boom, they have a car accident. And all of them didn't recover. The Father has a plan. I'm not wise enough to think about the plan that He has given me. To actually go buy land and build our own community. And then send me to the place where it ain't even, it's underdeveloped. So 20-mile radius on every side, ain't no stores or any of that. It's fertile ground. He said, just like I did in the days of old, I always prosper my people inside of a pandemic, inside of a famine, inside of a drought. I always grew my people. Y'all better go read your history and not this Christopher Columbus stuff. Everybody always prospered. Even the woman with the cruise of oil, she prospered. Go borrow jars. And she, for the whole 5 years, she was fully loaded. Isaac reaped 100-fold in the same year. He had water when everybody else didn't. Do you understand me? Joseph bought the whole entire Egypt and confiscated all of their homes, their possessions, and the people to work for them. I'm trying to tell you something right now. And I've been trying to tell y'all in so many words. I don't know if you're hearing or if you're not hearing. I don't know if you're hearing or if you're not hearing. He didn't give us the blueprint. He was like, you want to know where the wealth is at? Going on over here in government contract. See, y'all ain't got 50 years to be working for nobody to just barely make, $7,000 a month. Y'all ain't got that no more. I need you to get what you need in haste. I need you to get it in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. I need you to get it real fast. And I'm going to give you the time to get it. But if you don't get it and time runs out, that's not my fault. That's your fault. If you don't get to the place that I want to prosper you, that's not my fault. That's your fault. If you don't move and go with the people that I tell you and connect with the people, that's your fault. It's not my fault. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. See, I'm building something that could be blessed. Noah, whether you believe it or not, I'm going to say it. Whether you believe that was made up, white man's Bible, you know how y'all do it. That's a white man's Bible, but you work a white man's job. Slap yourself. That's a white man's Bible, but you live in a white man's apartment complex. You're renting from a white man. You're driving a vehicle from a white man. You read a white man's news, people. You watch a white man's news broadcast. Play with it. You're on a white man's platform. Don't be dumb. That's the only book that ain't went out of print. That's the only book that's alive. You can read what was written thousands of years ago and look at that thing and it's alive today. You're like, what in the world? Even a blind man, even a dummy could tell, wait a minute, hold on. Maybe Big Mama then was a little bit right. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe they did have a little bit right. It amazes me that we can believe in everything else. We can even believe in evil. But we don't believe that the Most High has a plan for us. We are created and we all gonna see at the end. I don't be debating with people. People want to jump on a debate. Go debate with your own self. Why would I debate with you? We gonna see. That's all I'm gonna say. And guess who ain't gonna be no dummy and try? No, not me. Not me. I take what's needed and I let the Ruach HaKodesh, the Spirit of the living God, give me what's truth and what's not. I ain't playing no games. See, I'm one of them ones that had a real life encounter, died, and met a power that I ain't never, ever, ever met in my life. So I know it's real. Whether you believe it or not, that's your business. But I'm here for the ones that will have an ear to hear that the God that I serve don't want us to suffer. That the God that I serve is a loving Father. And if we would listen and do what we are commanded to do, then we shall surely eat the good of the land. If you would have met me 4 or 5 years ago, then you would see my transformation, that it was not by my might and it was not by my power. I didn't even graduate. I had to go back and get a GED with my oldest child. Do you understand me? He took the foolish things of the world, the lowest of the lowest, to confound the wise. Now I'm honored amongst the powerful, the most influential. How could you take somebody who went to juvenile hall, raped 50 times, have children out of rape, come from the hood, tattooed all up, messed up, jacked up, tied up? How could you do that? How? How could you do that? That's how you know there is a God. That's how you know that there is a God. And he took me through all of that so I can be yoked up enough spiritually to carry the weight that I need to carry in this hour. I had to go through great hardships. I had to go through all of that abuse, reject. I had to, because it gave me thick skin, a head like flint. It gave me the ability to stand flat-footed in the face and command a whole devil to get the hell up out of here. I would be a weakling had I not went through that. So it was good that I was afflicted. It was good that I went through all of that. I wouldn't be able to carry the weight that I'm carrying. I wouldn't be able to trust him the way that I have trusted him. I wouldn't be able to be an effective leader. I didn't ask to lead people. I don't even like people, if y'all really want to be honest. I'm very introverted and I don't like dealing with people. I like to think. Sometimes my kids are too noisy. Sometimes my husband talks too much because I'm a thinker. I'm a visionary. So I don't even like people like that. It had to be his love, to put his love on the inside of me, to love you enough to get me up, to stand up before you all, to take the criticism and the warfare that I go through. Because if you think that I don't go through no warfare, think again. If you think that I'm fighting people, I'm not. I'm fighting systems who have kept people enslaved for hundreds and thousands of years. That's a big fight. And many people would be annihilated out of the game a long time ago. Imagine losing your children. Imagine going through those hardships and still being clothed in your right mind, wanting to fight for somebody. You wouldn't want to fight for yourself. Most people would want to go ahead and croak and give it up and fall all apart. I'm still standing flat-footed, fighting courageously, boldly, with the power invested in me, and it is not in my own strength. I could never do it. There's days in my weakness that I can't get up, but he gets me up. So don't think that I just rolled by you on coincidence. No, I did not. That I'm just another clanging cymbal in the earth trying to get some money. I don't need your money. My master takes real good care of me. It was money that took my son out of the earth prematurely. So if you really knew anything, you would know that my purpose is to bankrupt hell and poverty. It was you who took my son out of the earth, took generations out of his loins. So since I didn't have it to put him in a school that would cater to his need, now I'm just going to take it. And I'm going to set a whole bunch of people free who want to go with me. That's my mission. You will not kill another one. You will not destroy another family. Not on my watch. Not unless you stupid. Learn from my mistakes. Not unless you stupid. That's what these folks want to do. Destroy you. That's what they want. And I can't let that happen on my watch. So it had to. It was necessary that it had to happen to me. I wouldn't have the type of strength and courage and boldness to fight the way that I fight. It's his love on the inside of me. His love for you. that makes me fight on your behalf. So don't take it for granted when I show up. I know I'm a rare person and I can never boast in if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Find somebody in the earth really that really keeps their word. Only the Most High God could tell you. If I say that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Because I fear him more than I fear you. And I want to honor and represent him well. Do you understand me? I don't want to be somebody that brings shame and dishonor to my Father, who I love, who found me in the hood and saved my life when a demon jumped up on me and tried to kill me in labor. I don't want to dishonor that God. So whatever I do it with excellence. Whatever I do it indecently and in order. If I say that I'm going to show up and help, I'm going to show up and help. Because I'm accountable to him. I ran from it from a long time because a lot of people play with people. I'm not that one. I saw too much, but these eyes saw a lot, not for me to get offended and walk away from God, and not for me to go on a bitter tirade against the church, and not for me to condemn people and, just go turn up and do it. That wasn't why I was shown the things that I was shown. I was shown those things so you know what you better not do. You better not play with me in that manner. You better not do. Bet not do it. Because I need an example in the earth. I need somebody that's going to represent me. I need somebody that's going to tell the truth and ain't going to fear men's faces. I need somebody who ain't going to worry about if they family like them or not. I need somebody that's strong and bold and courageous to walk away from it all for me and my purpose. That's who I am. Nice to meet you. And with that being said, I want y'all to hear a couple of things and then I'm going to jump off. I got solutions. And you know who gave me the solutions? I didn't give them to myself. Abba Father gave them to me. He said, tell my people to go this way. Many of you got testimonies and stories just like I did that will make you an overnight millionaire. He didn't level the playing field where you can actually get in on the bottom level. You know how they already build something, and then when we try to go get in it, it's already too late. They didn't change the game up. They want to lock us up. Well, lock us out of it. Well, this is a way that you can actually get in and pay yourself. When I tell you, you can make $1 million off of your message, I absolutely mean that. And you just need me to show you how to do that. And that's my portion of your life, to show you how to do it, because I done did it. And I'm continuing to do it. It feels so good. It feels so good to make what I want to make and pay myself what I want to. It feels so good. It was a bad thing then that I had to go through all of that, but it's a good thing now because I get to make a difference and a dollar. I get to make up to my family what my ignorance made me lose. That feels good. I get to help people stay in their homes because I know what it is to be homeless. I get to make sure somebody got some food tonight because I know what it is to be hungry and eating out of the garbage can. See, that feels good. I get to change somebody's life. I get to know that somebody in their family ain't going to ever feel the type of pain that I feel every day that I wake up. That feels good. That's how I fight. Some people be like, how are you doing it? Oh, it's a pleasure for me to fight. That's why I tell people, don't come over here start no fight with somebody that was born for war. You don't know what I've had to endure. It feels good to see people's lives change. It feels good to see people liberated and set free financially, because that is the biggest stronghold and the biggest bondage. The biggest. That have taken a lot of people to their grave. Poverty. Struggling, drinking themselves to death because they can't have the life that they were born, unaliving themselves, working themselves like a dog. That bothers me. That hurts me to my core, my being, to see people stuck in that type of cycle when they don't have to be. Real talk. And that's why I show up. And I asked for one whole year. I prayed when everybody was all running around and doing. I came together with a group of women and I prayed. How do we help your people? I could have been selfish. Man, it's just me and mine. Yeah, it's just me and my 4 and no more. It's just me and my 9 and I ain't got time. I could have been like that. But he would not allow me. When I asked him to come into my life and be Lord of my life, I wanted him to be Lord of my life, meaning that my life does not belong to me. Do what you please with my life. That's my reasonable service because he saved my life. It's not something some preacher told me, people. It's an encounter I had 2002. 7/29, I met death, but I also met life. And that's my payback. Thank you for saving my life. I have had to endure hardships, but thank you for saving my life. Thank you for loving me enough to save my life. And I got the scars to prove it. The son that died is a son that we both died when I had him. And that's when I knew that the spiritual world was real. Because there was no other way to explain the encounter that I had where a demon came and sat on my chest and choked me to death. I remember taking my last breath. When you have that type of encounter, you can never go back and play games. When I say that scared me and put the fear of God, because I asked him, if you're real, then save me, and he did. And that's how I know he's real. I was in sin, demonic. You're looking at a person that would murder somebody before I met him. I was so full of pain. Half of my children was conceived and raped. My whole childhood was just traumatic. Father was in prison. My mother, she was out doing the very best, got caught up. I mean, it was just very traumatic, something that a child shouldn't have had to go through, but it was for my making and not for my breaking. I understand it now. So I was very angry, and I cursed God at a very young age. Told him he wasn't real, didn't want anything to do with him, and cursed him. And my life went to hell in a handbasket after I did that. So I had a door open for the enemy. When you're talking about mine on another level, if you bothered me, you and your whole entire family had to go. And all I had to pay was 50 cents to take you out. Some gasoline. That's the way I thought. Harming children. Well, I know if I go in there and do something to the mama, the kid's going to get evil. It's probably one of the biggest warriors in the kingdom of darkness. Because I had so much pain, anger, and rage from my trauma. But when I met God and I asked him, if you're real, you saved my life. And he saved me, then I knew he was real. There's no way. I ain't never looked back. 2022 made 20 years that I have been a faithful soldier. You understand me? Faithful. Can't pay me to go back. You talking about instantaneously deliverance, stop selling dope, stop gang banging, everything. I'm done. It's real. Not fake. Can't no preacher even preach this. And then because I had that type of encounter, he wouldn't let me be dumbed down in Christianity. I had to be trained up from the school of the hard knocks, the Holy Spirit, real trial and error. Play with me if you want to. Okay? So when I show up on purpose. And I said all of that to say this. Not to convince you to believe what I believe, but to know that he's the one that sent me for you. He's the one. Because he loves you. Just like he found me on the 2400 block of Lotus in Fresno, California. It's like he found me. He sent me to find those who belong to him, to let you know that you don't have to perish and you don't have to suffer. But if you keep on ignoring the healings and the warnings, then you absolutely will. That being said, let me just show y'all a couple of things. Got a lot more to show y'all. We're not going to get to it tonight. I got to go shower and spend some time with my children. But I just want y'all to be up aware on what's going on, so you know how to prepare yourself. That's all I can say. So while they got us all messed up about dumb stuff, they study sending money over to Ukraine. They know exactly what they're doing. It is now being said that the actual Rona came from a lab in Ukraine. And this is why Putin has been taking out they labs where they have been practicing and mixing up stuff and engineering stuff. This is the real reason behind the war, because the United States got some stuff over there in Ukraine that they don't want Putin to get to. I'll just put it like that. So now Putin has been warning for a while now. We done already been invaded by China, spying, and they spy balloons and technology, okay? And those two are hooked up. But they like, look, keep on sending money over there for Ukraine to destroy us, we're going to destroy y'all. And what just dropped today was, normally it would take them 12 months to make one warhead. These jokers that came up with how to do it in 12 days. So it's beefing up. Going on over here. Just wanted to, because they want to feed us with Cardi B and her son and Offset them and all that. One of the most remarkable things about the current reality is the extent to which facts and developments are simply ignored. Entire crises are airbrushed away in furtherance of covering for the roaring dumpster fire that is the Biden presidency. In 2018, it would have taken Iran about 12 months to produce one bomb's worth of fissile material. Now it only would take 12 days. 12 days. And last year, while I was praying, it's recorded. I saw them doing this with a big old gigantic atomic weapon. And I began to dismantle it in the realm of the spirit, what I was seeing. And they like, look, quit sending all that aid to them. And then, oh no, we've got another 500 million that we're getting ready to send to you in aid. This, whatever you call them in the White House, family, they're going to push the war. And I'm going to tell you the reason why they're going to push the war. I'm going to tell you exactly what was told to me. They will not relinquish power. Do not think for a second that they're going to get out of office and relinquish power. They're not. And clearly, I heard they will release something on people before they just willingly exchange power. For all of those who think I be crazy about them chemtrails, I be having to tell my family all the time. They be like, "You back out here looking at the?" Yes, they're modifying the weather, and Mexico just banned them from doing that because they have constructed a plan to dim the sun. You might not think that that's a big deal, but if they keep on spraying that and doing that, what do y'all think is going to happen? They try to show us in the movie 2012. If you ain't seen that movie, go see it. You wonder why we having this strange weather patterns? Because they playing God. And they're injecting this chemical into the sun to like put a haze over it to keep it from warming up the planet and to give us cool moisture, rain and snow and all of this precipitation. But what's going to happen is it's going to backfire. You can only put so much chemicals in the environment, in the ozone, before you rip it, and then all hell breaks loose. Okay? So Mexico had enough sense to say, wait a minute, hold up, y'all doing too much. We gonna ban y'all. If y'all need to get to Mexico, go there. So now the doctors are saying this man's Biden's cognitive decline is bringing us closer to an all-out war and going to get a lot of people killed. He won't stop. He will not stop. And don't think it's strange that we will not win a war, for one. We will not win a war. Look who we got. I'm gonna just be quiet because I got in trouble the last time. We won't win a war. Not America. You got food shortages. You got inflation. You got unemployment. You got homelessness. You got all of this stuff in the middle of going to war, and we think that we're gonna win it. There will be a lot of casualties. And you know what the Georgia Guidestones or Guildstones say. You know what the whole agenda is anyway. They feel like the earth is overly populated. So they got to get rid of 6 billion people on the earth to get it to the numbers that they wanted. So that, they can keep the earth, Mother Earth, all of this weirdness. But God is in control. And that is why he's judging them. This has to happen. It's written. And until it all plays out, none of it will not happen. It has to happen. We just better prepare for it. I don't want to show y'all that. I'll go back to that. This is what I need y'all to pay attention to. Y'all see it March 2nd, 2023. This is a big thing for us. This is where you will have foreign military and all of that stuff, martial law and all of that stuff. This right here. Biden confirms commitment to legally binding agreement which will surrender the United States pandemic authority to Chinese-backed World Health Organization for generations to come. How ironic is it that China did what they did and now they get to control? Y'all see what they did over there in China to their people. And the who is backed by Chinese will now have authority over any pandemic. Oh, and not to mention, in case you didn't know, excuse me, China just confirmed its first case of a potentially deadlier than COVID H1N1 virus, bird flu virus, that causes respiratory illnesses. That's on the way, according to what they say. So now that they have been given legal binding rights to control us, all of a sudden, a H1N1 I needed y'all to see that. That's dangerous. Because remember when they went to Switzerland, where all these people, these sovereign countries were going to the World Health to give them the right to dictate globally what happens? Well, they did. Some people try to vote it down and stop it and block it. This man passed it, and he and here's the cold thing about it, y'all. What's done cannot be undone. So no future president can come up in there and be like, "Oh, you know what? We're gonna reverse that." Listen at this.
Member states are hosting discussions on amendments to the international health regulations. Next week, countries will begin negotiations on a zero draft of the new pandemic accord. These discussions will be
New pandemic. Y'all make sure y'all listening to them keywords. New pandemic. Okay? Just wanted to make sure y'all heard that. I'm going to run that back, actually.
This week, WHO member states are hosting discussions on amendments to the international health regulations. Next
hold on,
week,
y'all. Hold on. February 2023. This week, the Director General of the CCP, Influence World Health Organization, Tedros, is not a medical doctor and is a member of the Lenin's Ethiopian political party linked to terrorism. He said, this week, we have gathered. Listen, slowly.
This week, WHO member states are hosting discussions on amendments to
WHO members are hosting discussions on amendments to the new pandemic.
The international health regulations. Next week, countries will begin negotiations on a zero draft of the new pandemic accord. These discussions will be crucial for building a more effective health security architecture for the future, grounded in international law, equity, and the fundamental right to health for all people.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I wrote in 2015 the book, The Fourth Industrial Revolution. And I mentioned 23 or 24 technologies which will change the world, like crypto and so on and so on. The book was considered science fiction. All those technologies have become reality. Our life in 10 years from now will be completely different, very much affected, and who masters those technologies in some way will be the master of the world.
I got a bad feeling
Master
about
of the
this.
world.
We have to believe that it's possible to stop a localized outbreak becoming a raging global pandemic. And that means better surveillance, more transparency, frankly, by all member states. If they think something's happened, it's got to be reported. And the WHO needs the power to be on the site with whatever teams need to be deployed. It needs to be able to publish the information it has rather than beg countries for permission to do it. It's got to be able to take a precautionary approach in running up a flag. And it's got to be able to declare an emergency without being kneecapped by an emergency committee. These are basic things that need to be dealt with in a review of the international health regulations.
I got a bad feeling about this.
COVID makes it accelerates the process of digitalization and automatization. It legitimizes the deployment of mass surveillance, and it makes surveillance go under your skin.
I got a bad feeling about this.
This week,
Do I need to let y'all hear that again? Let me let y'all hear that again. These meetings just took place no more than 2 weeks ago. Klaus Schwab, Tedros, this cat that said the surveillance gotta go under your skin. I need y'all to listen.
WHO member states are hosting discussions on amendments to the international health regulations. Next week, countries will begin negotiations on a zero draft of the new pandemic accord. These discussions will be crucial for building a more effective health security architecture for the future, grounded in international law, equity, and the fundamental right to health for all people.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I wrote in 2015 the book, The Fourth Industrial Revolution. And I mentioned 23 or 24 technologies which will change the world, like crypto.
I mentioned 23 to 24 technologies that will change the world, like crypto. Hell no. We don't got no business in that.
And so on and so on.
And so on and
The
so
book
on.
was considered science fiction. All those technologies have become reality. Our life in 10 years from now will be completely different, very much affected. And who masters those technologies in some way will be the master of the world.
I got a bad feeling.
Who masters those technologies in some way will be the master of the world. Woo-wee.
Feeling about this.
We have to believe that it's possible to stop a localized outbreak becoming a raging global pandemic. And that means better surveillance, more transparency, frankly, by all member states. If they think something's happened, it's got to be reported. And the WHO needs the power to be on the site with whatever teams need to be deployed.
The WHO needs the power, the same power Joe Biden just gave them.
Needs to be able to publish the information it has rather than beg countries for permission to do it. It's got to be able to take a precaution.
They got to be able to publish the information. Ain't no more you publishing no information, misinformation, labels being slapped on your stuff. They are in control, not you, not us.
Precautionary approach and running up a flag, and it's got to be able to declare an emergency without being kneecapped by an emergency committee. These are basic things that need to be dealt with in a review of the international health regulations.
I got a bad feeling about this.
COVID makes it accelerates the process of digitalization.
COVID accelerates the process of digitalization
and automatization. It legitimizes the deployment of mass surveillance.
COVID legitimized the mass surveillance of folks.
And it makes surveillance go under your skin.
I got a bad feeling about this.
And it makes surveillance go under your skin. I want to know how they made surveillance go under your skin. How was COVID linked to mass surveillance going under your skin? Anybody feel like answering that to me? How did COVID give them the right to surveil massive amount of people by making the surveillance go under your skin? Thank you, Arthur Rashuda. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I didn't say that. They said that. That was the push that pushed it out there. Now the surveillance is under your skin. My. Let me just keep on moving right on along. I'm going to get out your way. And then Joe Biden just gave the World Health Organization. And y'all think that y'all still supposed to be sitting here working these jobs and finna cut y'all off anyway? They told y'all they finna let y'all go first. You ain't got no way to get out of this situation, get out of here if need be. You ain't got nothing stocked up, saved up. You ain't got no assets when that dollar ain't worth a dang on thing anymore. Come on. And y'all want to know the reason why I've been pushing the land? Let me show y'all this. This is the reason why I've been pushing the land. Why we need our own community. People just, she's trying to get, man, I ain't trying to get nothing. I'm trying to get something to you according to what he has told me to do. The laws governing Agenda 2030 land development allow governments to seize polluted land and move their residents into smart cities. If the land and water around you is completely poisoned, you don't get to opt out of the smart city model coming down the pike. Why is they polluting Palestine, Ohio? Why all of these derailments? Why are they putting chemicals in the air and poison in the water? You know why now, okay? Now you know why. Purpose. Why all these chemical explosions, warehouses, all this chemical pollution? I'm almost done. I got a whole bunch for y'all. I really do. But I ain't gonna overwhelm you tonight. I just gotta show y'all this real quick. Let me show y'all what AI is doing, and this is why a whole bunch of people's jobs is finna be replaced.
I'm going to walk around you and just scan your body, right?
Yep.
All right.
Scan your body with your cell phone. Look at
Painless.
this.
All right. I got it. And then see where the red is going? You could choose different players.
Yeah.
So then we're going to pick Horton Tucker. And then where Horton Tucker is, so this will be in a live game, you will be inserted into the game. You'll be making all the same movements he was, but it'll look like it's your body.
Right? I ain't got it either. Never will get it.
There's that shirt.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
This is the future. They don't need you anymore. We still thinking that they need us. They don't. They don't need us anymore. Let me let y'all hear this one.
2023, 36 countries worldwide will have smart city government.
Smart cities. Listen. Read the last one before you move on about the land.
According to the World Economic Forum website, as of May 2023, 36 countries worldwide will have smart city governance initiatives. Surveillance monitoring, analysis, reporting technology. You'll have a digital ID that will track in real time your shopping, your entertainment, your activities, and your carbon footprint. You'll also have a 15-minute travel limit without a permit. A permit to travel. And if you exceed any of these things, you'll be denied access to daily activities. Obviously, no one would move into one of these cities voluntarily, but they don't have to, because the laws governing Agenda 2030 land development allows the government to seize polluted land and move their residents to these smart cities. If you're living somewhere where your land and water is poisoned, you don't get an option to opt out. Where has land and water been poisoned recently? According to the World Economic Forum website, as of May.
The World Economic Forum, WEF, as of May 2023. Now, you wonder why they poisoning the airs and polluting the cities? Just drop that out there in California, Colorado, New York, Ohio. You just think that, oh, this is a coincidence? In May 2023, they can seize your land, especially if it's been polluted. Unbelievable, isn't it? All of the stuff that they did behind the scenes while they had saints of God arguing about Beyonce and people going to the Super Bowl and Rihanna's pregnant. That's another devil, okay? She's pregnant. All of this stuff. And they coming for us. The way that they coming for us. Trying to see what else I was going to share with y'all. Oh, I got a lot. Too much to share right here. Too much to share right here. Let's see. Oh, baby, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna cover that in just a moment. So these cats that made something called the trank. Makes people turn into zombies. And now instead of people doing the fentanyl, they're doing trank. And it's becoming an epidemic in Philadelphia and Los Angeles, where there is a big population of homeless people. Walking around turning into zombies, yo. The drug is making them turn into zombies. Trying to see if did I send the video to myself? I didn't. I have that for y'all on the next round, okay? The reason why your girl, Dr. Tawana, said, see if I can stop the sharing. Why the Most High led me to even go get the land is because the land is in a very rural area. It's actually a ranch. Y'all know that the animals will now have mRNA. Thanks to Bill Gates, and so will the lettuce. Which means eventually their goal is to either pollute us, feed it to us, put it in us, somehow, somewhere, right? So I have a location where they're not spraying chemtrails. It's a tucked off location. It's a ranch. And it's big enough for a lot of us. That's why I offered you guys the opportunity to buy you a half an acre. It's in Texas. You don't have to move there and live now if you don't want to, but at least you have a place to get to. See, investment is always about later. Consumption is always about now. If you wanted to actually go and build, say, look, me and my family will have a house. At least we will have a place to stay. And we can all live on this half acre because you can build 2,400 square foot homes on a half acre by itself. Or you can do a mobile park there. Or you can do some commercial buildings because it's underdeveloped. It's in the path of growth, right by the freeway. You know, it's close. We got our own water, pond, PG&E. It's us, our community. Gonna build a school there, a bank there, a hospital there, and a grocery store there. Now we have everything that we need to plant vegetation, to have cattle while they're still good. Because who's going to be eating artificial meat? Huh? No, I know that they're not going to spray it. The laws that govern here in Texas has withheld a whole bunch of things. That's why we prospered. That's why Florida prospered. I'm coming. Because they kept the morals of the Most High God. And Texas is so big that it can house everybody in the United States with 1 acre of land. See, Florida is implementing laws that prevent these people from getting too tyrannical. So when these Democratic run cities like California, where I'm from, like New York, Chicago, when the doodle hit the fan, feel what I'm saying? And the governments are on board, then y'all got to go to y'all smart city. Florida don't got a whole bunch of land. They got real estate. And notice that the big heads are coming in, they're buying up all the real estate subdivisions. Why? Because when the stuff hit the fan and they want to charge $10,000 for their units, you think your Section 8 is going to be able to stay there on your low income rent, they're going to put you completely out. That's why we're doing the same thing that they're doing. You know what Dr. T is doing? The same thing that they're doing. Why? Because it's like a game of chess. When you move, I move. Checkmate. Got him. You understand what I'm saying? Thought you was going to do a disservice to a whole bunch of... Listen, not on my watch. I'm using the government contracting money to build us something. You understand? That's why I needed a whole bunch of y'all to come help me. Because it's so much for us. That's why. That's why I said, come on and get into transportation. You can pay yourself $15,000 a week, $50,000 a month, depending on what kind of fleet you got. See, we need that type of revenue so we can buy up land. I'm even going on down to Missouri in the rural parts. You know how the people in the city, they're going to be the ones that suffer the worst. But the people that's out in the country, you want to know why certain people go way out in the country? What they doing way out there? It's a reason. See, the city is sprayed heavily. It's on purpose. I went out to the country club here in Texas. I didn't see not one chemitrail. I got footage. We were there for a week. Not one spray. They had the golf tournament out there. I mean, all the big boys, the big heads. Not one spray. I was like, dang, the sky is clear. You can see the sun. Like, I took pictures of it. I'm always watching. So don't think that I just went and got, hey, come on, get some land somewhere. No. That's not how it works. And as we build and develop on it, then the land appreciates more. So we got more equity. Now we got generational. You know, what are they called? What are they called? I forgot what they called. Can't think of it right now. If anybody of y'all watched The Walking Dead, how did they survive? Were they in communities? I don't know if anybody watched Jericho. That was a series that came out years ago. How did they survive? They got all into communities. That's the only way. And they survived nuclear fallout. They got into communities. 20, 30 of them came together like we're supposed to do. How did the children of Israel, how did they survive? They got into a community called Goshen. See, it was never, hey, you over here, you prepare. Hey, you over here, you prepare. Hey, you over here, you prepare. Now it was y'all come here. The nation, come here. Come gather right here. I'll protect you right here in this place. So when he told me to leave California and come to Texas, and that I was going to be in Goshen, I didn't even know that Texas had a Goshen. It's about an hour away from where I live at. Ain't that something? Goshen, Texas. I was like, Father, this ain't even real. But it's real. Look it up. Goshen, Texas. He said, this is the place that I choose to bless. It's cultivated. Okay? It's cultivated. You can grow there. And they still keep my morals. No abortion. No murder. No same sex, you know what? No indoctrination of our children. No force, cocktails in your skin. Morals. So that's why he sent me. The nation that keeps my morals, I'll keep that nation. The state that keeps my morals, I'll keep that state. Simple as that. That's why he told me to get out of places he ain't welcomed and of places that have been deemed abominable. So he sent me here to buy up a lot of land. Why do you think China and them came to Texas? They didn't go to anywhere else to buy up farmland. Texas. because Texas is so big that it can house everybody in the United States with 1 acre of land. That's a big boy. All right. So look, y'all already know what it is. If you don't, go back and watch my YouTube video. Okay. I just put one up here earlier today. Go watch that one. See the opportunities that I got. $25K for a half acre of land. $25K for a half acre of land. That's an investment that keeps on paying you. The land appreciates. Now you got equity. And the smartest thing to do is build you something. You can't buy 1 acre. You can. I don't have a whole bunch of 1 acres to sell on that property. We're going in 2 days to go look at something. It's like a what you call those, like when you and your family get away. It has cabins, you can fish, has water. We need ponds, you know what I'm saying? In case the food is, we can fish. That's old school. Okay? We got power there. We have our own water well. We have gated community. That's what I love. It's $25K. If you want to do the $50K investment, it's still a half an acre of land. But now from the community store, now from the hospital or the urgent care, the school and the bank, you will receive a percentage of that every year. Okay? Every year. But what you can do is on your half acre, start a mobile home park. You can build commercial property. So now you got money coming in multiple ways. Your land is appreciating, you got equity. You can live on the land. You can build a duplex on the land or multiple duplexes. You can build several tract homes, put tract homes there and rent them out. We got a community, baby. It's a community. When I say a community, it's a community. And the goal is to get in and start building and buying up more of that community. We got access and favor. And it's a ranch. And that's what I love. Because we get to go grow cattle. So while the world don't want that mRNA cattle, we'll have fresh cattle that we can sell. You see where this is going? That we prosper in this. We position ourselves to prosper, okay? Transportation, I got all the deals and all of that stuff. Go watch it on my YouTube. I might try to share it here and run it here as well. But definitely go watch it on my YouTube, all of the deals. And I got some deals that I released for the next 48 hours on that YouTube. That's what I will say. My time is up here. It has been a pleasure serving y'all. Anybody ready to let's do kingdom? Anybody ready to build? That transportation will change your life. If you are a single mother, why don't you use your phone to make money instead of letting your phone take money from you? Hello, somebody. My phone is not a bill, it's an ATM machine. I'm making money off my phone. Do you feel what I'm saying? I'm not finna go pay no bill. I'm not finna go cop me no other bill. So my phones become ATM machines. I turn them on and I get paid to be on them. How about you? That's something you can do from home. I was a single mother of 6 before I was a married mother, married woman. So I understand and overstand. That's why I show up and create programs. Girl, you got all them programs. Yeah, just like Burger King, it's a buffet. Have it your way. What do you want? Because I don't want to leave anybody behind. If you don't want to build out social media pages, you want to build you out something, you want to sell land, you want to get into transportation, you want to get in a government contract, hot diggity dog, get into something. Get into something. I'm in the transportation as a truck driver. You got your own authority, Brother James? We just helped 4 people get their own authority. It felt so great. See, you got CEOs. We ain't got no more employees. We got employers. Go back to the hood and just leverage. Look, my husband's putting together a program that will show you how to create these, how to build out these MCDOT numbers. Get paid $10,000 doing it. I mean, like, where y'all at? The investment is $1,000, but the return is going to be $10,000 per client to build. Listen. I'll show you 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50,000 weeks, $100,000 weeks. From sitting behind, if you're an introvert like me, and you don't like to, be doing all of that. I was like, look, this so good that I'm probably going to quit coaching in a minute. I'm done with the coaching. So I'm like, I'm done. If y'all want to get in on any of these programs, get in right now. You understand me? Because I done found that spot where I can pay myself what I need, not just what I want, what I need. I need this money to buy land. I need this money to buy livestock. And people will pay you. They charging $55,000. Let me go ahead and do that service for you for $10,000, $15,000 all day long, and it's gonna be professional. Do you understand me? Done to the T-bone steak. I'm not out here trying to rip Peter off to pay Paul. But that's better than me getting dressed and getting in front of people. So my husband is offering that. Guess how much he had to pay to learn how to do it? $12,000. But guess how much he's made from doing it? He's not even charging you $12,000. When the lady told us $12,000, we was like, what? She was like, don't think about what you finna invest. Think about what you finna make. And she was never lying when she said that. So now we got some specials. That's why I'm telling y'all, go watch them YouTube videos. He's offering that for $1,000. You want to learn how to build businesses? Let's go. They're doing it all. Let that be your business. Let that make you a millionaire. Building other people's businesses. We got all of that. The juice and the sauce. My Millionaire Monarch. Show you how to build businesses, how to buy land and build houses, the whole 9 yards. How to do your speaking engagements, how to make $1 million off your message. All of that is in the Millionaire Monarch. That's on sale for the next 48 hours. Okay? I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to offer you solutions. You want to position yourself and be in control of your revenue and what happens with your family, then I got the way, the juice and the sauce. I'm out, y'all. I've been here 1 hour and 47 minutes, and that's a little bit too long. I love y'all if ain't nobody told y'all that, and that's why I do what I do, and that's why I show up. Okay, I am a driver looking into the business side of transportation. I'm ready to be an employer, not an employee. Where can I find this info? Check my YouTube. We went from one F-250 that we did not use our money for. We used business credit. Bought the land, business credit. Bought the other Sprinter vans, business credit. We have 5 fleets of residual income, and we don't drive not one of them. 5. Not to mention what I do. That's just on the transportation side. We have been offered $301 million for our transportation company from the government and government contracting. That's on sale too. To transport some construction materials that they build in. You don't have to drive anything. Start it and then scale it. From the authority, we know our brothers is on the plantation, in a sense, still paying these other cats to be an owner-operator, but you're still an employee because you under their authority. Now we show you how to start your own, simple, easy peasy, and then you can leverage it. Hey, I'll charge you 90% to get under my authority. Now you got another passive income. It's like $1,800, $1,900 a week off of one truck to lease your authority. The money comes to you. It doesn't go to them. It goes to you. So it ain't like you're going to get beat out of your money. No, you can't. It's under your authority. All right, y'all. Peace out. TikTok. Peace out. Instagram. If you're interested, make sure you email me. TJTworlds@yahoo.com. T like Tom, J like John, T like Tom again. My last name, Worlds. TJTWORLDS@yahoo.com. Or you can either call me at 833-743-4771. Don't call me if you ain't ready. If you call me and want to ask me 50 million questions, then I'm going to let you know, look, your time is limited because I don't have time to waste. If you're not ready to go, I'm looking for builders. There are 3 types of people in the world right now. Number 1 person is people that are blind and are ignorant, deliberately brainwashed to see what's going on, but they do not want to get involved because they're so blinded. Number 2, people that do know what's going on, but they're afraid to raise their voice and let other people know what's going on. They're afraid to build because they think that their family members and friends and all of that don't think that they're crazy. And then you got the number 3s. That's me. Okay? We don't care. We fighting for our freedom and our family and our future. Okay? And by all means necessary, we on the front lines. Building. We ain't intertwining no bull crap. We building. And we making sure that we got something that we built that God can bless. With that being said, I'll see y'all the next time. Much love to you. All right, peeps. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the 1.7K likes over here. Y'all are phenomenal. Love you. Make sure if you ain't following me, you follow me, okay? And I'll follow you back. Till we meet again, go in peace and not in pieces. All right, family. Love y'all much. Obey the Most High, so shall you be established. Obey, so shall you be established. If you're disobedience, he can't cover that. Ain't an amount of prayer, ain't an amount of fasting, ain't an amount of sacrifice you can give for obedience. For obedience is better than sacrifice. Don't even want your sacrifices without your obedience. Obey so that you be established. That being said, I'll see y'all the next time, family.